once it wasn't me!
Yay! It was the DM with his robotic microphone that's over 10 years old.
So sadly, there will be a little bit of crackle with Devillo. Hopefully that won't cause too much issues. As a form of apology, there's Kitten Cam in the corner.
I also gotta say, Devillo, I'm loving the slow jazz of Voarcel right now.
Thank you. I figured since I was having a nervous breakdown trying to make things work, I figured let's go with something a little relaxing.
Well, I just figured that's canonical music for everywhere you hear in Voarcel. Everything sounds like that.
Grimscar's definitely got a lot of jazz. I believe Soulface's wife, she was a jazz singer.
She was.
Alright. So then.
No, just chanteuse.
Last week we left off in a bit of a precarious situation. So then, Dungeon Master Devillo, would you like to tell us a story?
It would be my pleasure. Welcome to the wonderful world of Voarcel, where nothing bad ever happens. Except, last we left off, Jurnis Gloom Speaker, I believe the name she was going by was.
She correct you on that. It was Grim Tongue, but okay.
Grim Tongue. Yeah, in all fairness, one of the things that I did put down about the Kobold's talent, that particular individual you were dealing with, not only does she have a ridiculously short temper, she's insane, and she is acting on some very bad information. Yeah,
I think the Gloom Speaker is the Bye Bye Man's dog.
Interesting. But anyway, so you had a conversation with the Dragon Rider, basically. You remembered the dragons exist. That was a little bit concerning. And then the next day, you forgot they existed. But before you did that, you did have a conversation with your goblin associate, Graz, and she made some notes. But in the morning, she didn't seem to want to tell you anything. I'm sure that's not going to come into play later. You you left the town of Devillo. Let's actually bring this over here. So, you left the town of Devillo and went on a little river journey, heading towards Kubur. On the way, you had a very, very brief encounter with some sort of giant frog creature, but your traveling companion displayed a little bit of magic, potentially unregistered magic, and the creature disappeared. Then we switched scene briefly to the city of Kubur itself, where the city was celebrating the 400th anniversary of, the big disaster where half the city fell into the sinkhole. And we're going to very briefly jump back over to the memorial service in progress as a rather large explosion has ripped through the service. So, that is a lot of dead people. You may have noticed. Everybody in the general vicinity has been knocked prone. There are several people who are currently bleeding out. The current people who are here are Corvo, Ludo, and Arcanis. For the fun of it, I would like each of you guys to... what would you like to do?
Arcanis is going to very quickly down the health potion she has on her.
Okay.
So that's 2d4 plus 4? 2, sorry? Well, it's a regular health potion, so...
Oh, okay. Regular potion. It doesn't work without the song, does
Done?
it was a reference to regular no.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, roll your healing. So, Arcanist's first instinct is to heal herself and not the people bleeding out around her. Cool.
Her first instinct is to be ready to fight, so...
Okay. Give yourself an extra 6 healing.
I was gonna say it was 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
Oh, okay. So
That's an extra 8.
that's 3, 6. Yes. Okay. I suppose what we should be doing is we should initiate initiative. So, would Arcanist, Ludo, and Corvo like to give me an initiative roll, please?
Oh, I am here? Okay.
You are. Yeah, Corvo is here.
I thought last week that you just threw him in just a body.
No. Like I say, the few people who have characters in the city, you're here. This was the big event.
So, let me click roll.
I'm home.
Jester has arrived.
Hi, Cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be, like I say, this is not going to be a very long thing. This was just like to wrap up the event that we ended last week on. Okay, so let me just organize sending. Okay, Corvo, you're actually first up. What did you do?
Just as a refresher, I'm guessing a bomb just went off.
Yes. Basically, up here, the entire front row has basically been wiped out. That's basically the city council up here. A lot of them are basically knocked out. Several of them.
All right. Well, since the bomb has already gone.
And for your own benefit. Yeah. Everybody at the moment is prone. The symbol in the corner of your token means that you're prone. The one with arrows in it means that they are bleeding out. So you guys basically have, I would say, 2 to 3 turns to see how many people you can save. How many of those named NPCs are going to live?
Shit.
So the skull and crossbones are bleeding out.
The skull and crossbones are
Yes.
undead, and they are looking very stunned and frightened.
Okay.
They were ghosts. The explosion went through them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the symbol.
Nothing in the way of healing.
I don't think any of us have.
He has manacles.
I would say what you can do is, I would say it is basically a medicine check to see if you can stabilize people. This is the DM going to be very kind because you weren't prepared for this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I also
So
completely forgot
basically
that
a medicine
Lulu
check
is
to
in
see
fact
who
a
lives.
woman.
So everyone with an X is bleeding out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
that's
with,
dead.
you see, like, say here, where they've got arrows in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll use half my movement speed to get up,
Uh-huh.
and then going over to the first person I can see.
Yeah.
Obviously her. And medicine check.
A 6.
Oh, wow.
A 6 is unfortunately a fail. So that's going to be you for this round. Let me just remove that prone. There we go. Next up is going to be Arcanist. What is Arcanist going to do?
Canis, she's gonna look behind her, see the row of clerics,
Yes.
And
You
okay,
broke off there.
clerics, we're gonna kind of need to get you guys ready to. What? I'm sorry.
You broke up a little bit there, but then you cut back in, so it's okay. Never
Alright,
mind.
yeah.
Ignore me.
Okay, clerics, we're gonna need you guys on your feet quickly now. So
Okay, yeah.
Ready for this?
Okay. None of them were bleeding out because they weren't too far. They were too far away from the actual impact. But I would say that you're able to help Helga. She's the dwarven one. You Arcanists probably wouldn't know her that well, but again, these are the clerics from the previous season. So yeah, Helga here. She's going to be up on her feet, and all the priests are going to. I would say all of the healers are going to go on turn 5.
Okay. I think that's all she can really do apart from get up.
Okay. Next up is going to be Ludo.
Okay.
Incidentally, Ludo, I'm very sorry, you're deaf.
Ah, yes.
Because explosion, elephant ears.
Mop. Pinch the trunk and try and blow it with the eardrums. But on a serious note, she's going to get up and she's going to first try and see if there's any threat, any immediate armed combatants.
Okay. Perception check, please.
I can't hear. I can't hear. Of course you can't hear. Your name is Deaf Smurf.
A 12. Okay. As you're looking around, you're just taking the
I have
wider.
advantage on that for some reason. Let me double check why.
It might be you've automatically clicked advantage. Is it a character sheet?
No, it's on D&D Beyond. It basically says if you have an ability or a trait that gives you advantage or disadvantage, it gives you like a little A or a D next to your thing.
Ah, okay.
I think I get it because I'm a Luxodon. Oh no, wait, it's for smell.
Ah,
So,
okay.
ignore
Well, fair
the
enough. Fair enough. No, I'd say with a 12, you look up and you look around, and we're going to very briefly go to the wider city map. You would notice that. Oh, no, that is the wrong map because the DM's full. There we go. So, okay, I would say as you're looking around the general city, you notice that there isn't anything that's happening immediately near you. There's a lot of people running around and everything, but around the city itself, you notice fire beginning to spread in various other areas. With a 12, it looks like the Veril Quarter, the large wooden structure that protects the city from the wilds. Several fires have started. You also notice some at the Black Keep over here, the center of government. And you also would notice a couple of fires start to appear from the Grey Quarter. Incidentally, you guys are right over here in the graveyard. So you all are. Let me just get the actual.
For no adequately explained reason, I blame Icrius.
So that is what you know so far.
It's a fire, isn't it?
I was literally about to say.
It's because it's fire, isn't it?
Yes, I was about to ask the question: is there fire? Then it's Icarus's fault, isn't it?
Hmm. Was there anything else you were doing with your turn, or was it just a perception check?
Lumber. Medicine check.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and stop the bleeding if
10?
possible.
Okay, with a 10, this dude is now just prone instead of bleeding out. This older dwarven gentleman, you're able to basically stabilize him. That is your turn.
Okay.
Next up, the healers. Okay. So this person, none of you guys would know, but a couple of the clerics, they start getting up using half of their movement. So many tokens. And okay, basically this dwarven woman in the red robes of the Arrocakkra. Let's just bring that up for the new people. Where's the handouts? Where is that handout? You have 5 seconds to find a handout. There we go. Nope, not working. Okay. Basically, the characters that we've encountered earlier, the Arrocakkra, they're the order that specialise in dealing with wife beaters, abusive dudes, that kind of thing. This dwarven woman starts yelling at the others to get up, literally dragging them, as she starts 5, 10, 15. She's going to head over here. We've got the Tabaxi, Namika, 15. She can only get to about here. We've got this other dwarven dude, 5, 10, say 15, and 5, 10. Whoops. That's a 15. And let's do a couple of quick rolls for them. You also notice this lady, this human woman, Arcanis, get up, and she's rushing over, to basically she's looking at some of the people who are laid out. She actually shoves Jasper to the side, out of the way, and she's also going to start doing some stuff. Fail, fail, succeed, succeed, fail. Okay. You see some people start to cough and splutter, and others getting a little bit worse. Next up, round 2 of 3. Corvo, what are you going to do?
Okay. So, I couldn't stabilize this one, right?
Not at the last turn. You can try again if you want. Okay, that was a 15. Yeah, with a 15, you actually managed to stabilize the halfling.
Okay.
I would say that you would recognize this dude as Elias, the shit who tried to put everybody in jail towards the end of the last season.
Oh, fuck him. Let him die.
Too late.
But Corvo wasn't part of that group.
He actually wasn't. No. So no. Are you using any of your movement?
Yeah, give me a second. Okay. Alright. Odds, I go up. Evens, I go left.
Okay.
Okay. Compared to this guy, gonna make a second medicine check to see if I can...
Not on this turn, no, but you will be able to make your final medicine check on the next one to see if he lives or dies.
Okay.
Sup, Arcanis.
Agnes. Yeah, I can't hear anything, so...
No, we can't. We didn't hear you at all, except you cut out completely.
Right. Agnes is looking over Kay and Jasper. See how they are.
Okay. They are both prone. Jasper's kind of pulling himself up. The glasses are basically sort of like lopsided. Give me a perception check, just for the fun of it.
Okay. Perception...
Holy shit, okay. I would say as Jasper's trying to straighten himself out and put his glasses back on, You do notice those are definitely not human eyes that he has.
Icrius just shrugs because she doesn't have human eyes either, so...
They're sort of, I would say, a lilac reptilian.
Again, she's basically a werewolf, so she can't judge.
Mm-hmm.
And
With
she
a
wouldn't.
23, considering the fact, yeah, no, we'll just say that for the moment. Anything else?
She says, okay, Mr. Smythe, I'm gonna leave you to kind of, I don't know if you know healing, but you can help these guys, it'd be appreciated.
Yes.
Put in.
Right, sure, I can try that, I suppose. He's an assassin, he literally does the reverse of helping people, but okay.
He has
Next up.
medical expert. I've seen Terminator 2.
You know what, to be fair, yeah, he does know the anatomy of most humanoids very well. Fair point,
Kenku
well
is going to check on Reap.
Okay. Okay. I would say this, Reap, he looks bad.
Right,
He
she's
looks
going to try
really
and
bad.
stabilize Reap.
Okay, I would say this, though. Yeah, okay. Roll it.
Wait. Warden Reap? This guy?
Yes. This guy, this is, your boss.
He's got the prone symbol, not the bleeding out symbol.
I would say, yeah, he was actually, he was bleeding out. And Nardoon actually saved him. I did some rolls earlier, and I'm kind of annoyed, but she actually did save him, because I did want it to be a lot more tense, whether he lived or died. But, yeah, he's better. This little rat form is having trouble moving. He is definitely unconscious, and there's a lot of there. But you with that, you look with an 8. You basically go over him. You think you helped, but then this dwarven woman with like the black cowl kind of like pushes you to the side a little roughly, and has you compressed down on a different area to sort of stem some of the bleeding.
Yeah, that's all Icrius can really do. She's not got enough movement to get any further.
Okay, next up is going to be Ludo.
Okay. I assume, are these people unconscious or are they up and moving?
Yeah. They are, for the most part, most of them are unconscious or very groggy.
Okay.
They do look like they're getting up for the next 6 seconds at least.
Alright.
I would say this goblin, this bugbear, and this dwarf are bleeding out.
Yeah. I'm sitting trying to think. I've only got 2 turns left, so I can only help 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Ludo is going to make a start on Little Gabo, and
Okay.
while she's doing it, she's going to shout out to this little group if any of them have any medicine checks at all. Hey, get the dwarf, and I'll try the bugbear next.
Okay.
Boop. Don't fail me. God damn it!
That, unfortunately, is a fail on that turn. However, I will say this. This guy, I don't think Ludo knows him. He is a barkeep at the local tavern.
Is it Tim?
By the name of Keith.
Oh, Keith, even.
Oh, alright, yeah, sure. I would say he gets up on the same turn as all the other NPCs. He is going to head over, and let's just give him a straight D20 roll. That is a fail on him. As for the others, I would say this one is going to be a fail. This one is a success. This one, Dr. Nim is trying to stabilize this goblin girl. That one is a success. And this gentleman up here, that is a fail. Okay. Next up. Last chance to save a life. Corvo. No stress. No pressure. Incidentally, for context, all these people in the front row, these were the descendants of the people who saved the city 400 years ago, and there are now 2 of them left alive at the moment. One of them's Reap, the other one's this dude in front of you. No pressure.
Stay alive! Stay alive!
There you go.
Look what I'm doing! Now help me break his sternum!
Stabilize.
10 is enough to succeed. Okay, this particular Devillo here, looking again really badly hurt. You do manage to stem most of the bleeding though, and they are stabilized.
Okay.
Next up.
Before we go, I'm
Yep.
gonna call out to any of these guys to see if they can try and help him.
Okay. I would say you notice that Elias, he's now up. He's looking around. We'll see what happens on his turn. The other 2 still seem prone. You do have a priest over there. So we will see what happens.
If that fucking car just runs.
I'm getting predictable. That's annoying. Having it.
Yeah.
Last chance. What are you going to do? You have a gentleman right here who is still bleeding out. You also have over here, over here, over here. I'd say those are the only ones that are anywhere in range.
Right. Well, she knows that the priests are near enough on this side to deal with this side.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go and assist one of the. She's gonna go and assist this goblin here first.
Okay. I mean, that's a dwarf, but sure.
She's gonna assist the dwarf, whoever is in front of her, basically.
Okay. Oh, heck yes. That is... Yeah. That is no problem right there. That is definitely a saved life. With an 18... It's just... In fact, it basically coughs up a bit of blood on you, but it just basically, like, this older gentleman basically clutches your hand, or, like, your wrist, as he basically wakes up in horror, and he's just like, oh, thank you. Oh my god, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go. Last chance. Are you going for the I would say the young goblin girl or the older bugbear male?
Why do I have to choose?
Because I'm pure evil.
Alright, I'll stay with the bugbear. Or not the bugbear, the little goblin girl.
Okay. Roll it.
Medicine. No! Ludo!
Ah! Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ludo was made to kill things, not save
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. You got a +2 as well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. First of all, this guy over here, he's gonna roll. He actually succeeds. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. Literally, Nim just like steps over body, and she is going to help with this one. Nim succeeds. Okay. So in that case, we've got. Let's see, is Namika going? I don't think Namika is going to be able to reach in time, I don't think. Yeah, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come on, Nardoon, let's see if you can do it. Okay. That was a fail. Oh, shit. Okay, so we see Keith over here. He's coming up to this older dwarven gentleman. He sees this with a girl. Last chance.
So I'm assuming she's a child. If
That
we
is a
keep this-
child.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd say you're talking like early teens.
Because you stated
Okay.
these two were older.
Yeah. Okay, she basically, first of all, Ludo, having no luck, then this priest shows up. She's basically trying to help with the girl, and it's like she's starting to look panicked. The both of you have no idea what to do. When this barman basically shoves the Loxodon and the priest to the side, and he basically is just he holds on to basically it's around her jugular. You didn't quite see there was basically a little bit of shrapnel in the side of her neck. Holds that on, grabs your hand, Ludo, and holds down one other section. Same with Namika, and it's touching go for half a second or two, but she seems to be stabilized. You rolled a 14. So, after a minute or two, let me just deal with these other poor, unfortunate souls. Boop, boop. Hey, you saved all but 2 people. That's not too bad. Things start to wind down. It is still chaotic. It is still. You hear people screaming in the distance, but for the most part, the immediate danger seems to have passed. Good, strong hands.
Can she see the Siren Charter member here?
Yes, she can.
Okay, what condition are they looking in?
They're pretty. I would say by now. I mean, a couple of them are unconscious. She is actually starting to pull herself to the feet. And yes, I actually forgot to do it, but yeah, Elias has just grabbed one of the guards and he's just like knocked out. In fact, a couple of people are actually starting to do that.
Arcanis looks to the Siren Charter. She goes, "Oi, spellslinger! Get on the sending zone to your people. Tell them to get control water spells. Start putting out the fires."
Okay, very well done. She actually, a little shaken, she actually gets up and you can see a trace of fingers in the air and start very quickly casting what you assume to be a message spell. After that, you start to hear other people making noise. And I would say after a couple of minutes, we'll pan the camera back out to a wider view of the city on fire. And that is when I would say our heroes, enjoying their nice, relaxing river ride, will be making their way towards the town itself.
Is anyone else in the mood for barbecue?
Oh, God. Why is it we can't leave things for 5 minutes before things start exploding?
I ate back at the tavern.
What was that about the tavern?
I jokingly had Chemise say, I ate back at the tavern.
Okay, so as you guys are heading down the town, the outer town of Renville towards the main city, yeah, you do notice the fire. Parts of the Beryl Quarter are ablaze. And more immediately towards you is the... oh, actually, I would say this, because you came in on the river. You're actually up here. That would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you guys are heading towards the city, you see a fairly big blaze over here. But as you guys are looking towards that, you notice Miss Courtesy, she basically, looking in this direction, she shoves past all of you and is just belting it for the city proper. What are you going to do?
Oh, come on, best follower.
Come on. We better see what's going on.
Chemise quietly follows along.
Jurnis sees the fires and she's going to not so subtly cast a glare at Icrius.
Ha
I'd say I didn't know what you were implying by that, but I know exactly what you're implying. As far as I'm aware, this has nothing to do with us.
Funny you should say
Chemise.
that.
Your kind are
Chemise.
causing a lot of trouble in this area.
Chemise, back on the boat. You control send, right?
I don't? What do you mean, a control? No, that... She just, like, shakes her head and, like, puts her hand to her head. Like she's having a moment.
If you've got any spells that are good at dealing with fires, we need them.
And she shakes her head, and because she was in like a bit of a reverie, she was just like sort of lost in herself, and she says, "I can make fire."
Not what we need right now, darling.
Right.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
If you could control the flames to lessen them, that would be a great help.
She shakes her head.
Yeah, worth a try.
No, that's an attack. I can't do that.
So you guys are basically heading your way through the city itself towards the Great Water.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Can we check in on Skullface's home on the way back?
I would say yeah, because your house is about here. I would say as you head down this street, it seems fairly calm out here. I mean, there are people running around. They're looking a bit freaked out and everything, but it looks like you guys kind of... actually, I would say that this is roundabout concurrent to what's going on in the graveyard over here. It looks like there was an initial set of explosions. Some of the fires had been put out, but it all seems mainly concentrated to the governmental building, the Grey Quarter, and the large Vel Quarter.
I think he's gonna make a perception check to see if he can spot the source of these fires, like what caused them.
Okay, give me a perception. 18, yeah. As you guys are running down the street, there are city guard everywhere. There is blood on their blades. There are several checkpoints. They're trying to pull people away from the fires. You might basically manage to get into the city just before the main gates shut. Actually, no, I would say as well, because you guys are wardens, you guys have the purple badges and everything. They would have actually recognized you and, basically let you in. But with an 18, I would say as you're walking past, you do notice there's a small group of bodies in one corner that the guards are picking over. They seem to be commoners for the most part. Mainly dwarves, one or two halflings. Most of them are male. And they all have a red sash.
Oh God.
Fucking riders.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've always taught these idiots a lesson.
What? Who are they?
Bunch
A
of
local gang. It seems some of them had stayed underground, but I thought we had dealt with their only explosive. Where did they get the rest?
Apparently hadn't.
Our late friends, the Forebriders.
They did this?
Seems that way.
As you say that, Ang, with the 18, as you head past, you notice another clump of bodies that the guards have piled up in a corner, and they're wearing a type of similar, collection, because dwarves are fairly popular, around here. It's a dwarven city after all. But these guys are wearing a completely different set of, matching clothing. They seem to have a sort of like a black and white striped motif, covered in tattoos. This is none again. Oh, actually, you've been living in the city for a while. Give me a quick history check.
Sorry.
Same if you point out to Skullface. Skullface can do the same because you two are both kind of local boys.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I think I know where they're from.
12. Okay, yeah. 12 and a 15, yeah. You don't remember the name of them, but yeah, this is another local gang that have been, they've been, rumblings of them for a while, but you haven't really seen them for a couple of months. A few people seem to think they kind of died down. Well, apparently the guards seem to have been dealing with them as well. And as you head further down, you notice another group, completely different clothing, same situation. You actually see the guard as they're in the middle of finishing off the last of them. It looks like they were trying to set fire to this section of the rebel quarter as well.
Oh.
And as you head down here, I would say you hear the sound of combat. And let's see. Let's go with this one. I would say you would have noticed. Oh my gosh, that's a loud one. Thank you. You would have noticed Miss Courtesy would have charged past you, and this is the building that you guys were in earlier when you were speaking with Christina. You see anything?
I see nothing.
That's weird.
I see it.
Oh, look at the tokens right there.
I don't see anything. It's black.
That's weird.
Did you forget
May
to
have
give them
forgotten to
sight?
give it sight.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I give you sight beyond sight. There you go.
Alright, Lionel, calm down.
Ah, hey, look at that. I see things.
Yay!
Sword of almonds.
Hey, it doesn't really matter, but hey, I'm just trying to follow along, a little bit.
I'm very sorry, yeah.
This is
No,
the
it's
same
okay.
building where we left our little priestess friend, wasn't it?
Yes,
Now-
Dorrit, and also your patron, Christina.
I real quick, I wasn't clear on what I'm looking at here with these guys. What exactly are they? There's something cut out.
Okay, so I was just getting to that. As you guys round the corner, you see fighting all around you. Several of us, you hear several of the city guards fighting down various side streets. This bunch of people, these are not riders. These are not some of the other gangs you've seen. Each of them has, they all seem to be fairly, common people for the most part. They're fairly well armed. But they all have a very particular symbol on. They're basically wearing like shawls, and the symbol's been painted onto them. They each have, torches that they are trying to light up in various areas.
Okay,
And-
so they're unambiguously setting fire to something?
They are unambiguously setting fire to
Then
these
before we
buildings.
do anything else, are they looking this way at all?
I would say these two here are trying to stamp in this door here.
Uh-huh.
These two are trying to do this one, and this one down here is looking down this direction and this direction. So
And-
they may not seen you just yet.
Not before we do anything else, Devillo, unless I mess with anything by doing this. What's this over here?
I would say this guy here, he is heading down this way,
Excellent.
trying to... Yeah.
And so, I want to send you a message before we do anything else.
Okay.
Because when Chemise sees this, she's going to do something. If I can get my character up to send it to you, to GM.
Okay. Oh, so by the way, I finally found all the bloody lore information. So that was the adversary that I mentioned earlier.
We like the Aggressary. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're good. They are good people.
Despite their symbol.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. They go and viciously beat people who pick on the weak or their spices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, she would like to be a generic man resembling this garb with the shawl, with a shawl covering her face. Do you want to show that to the group?
You can absolutely do that. So basically, Chemise casts disguise self. One thing though, the symbol that these guys are wearing is...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I fucking knew
Kubur.
it.
Kubur. For the record, I did write this 3 years ago.
That's
and I'm so
fine.
sorry. But here's the question. Here's the question that our dear Icrius needs to ask himself. What is he first and foremost? Is he a paladin of the Septis? Or is he a roach of the Queen?
Oh, fantastic! Fun! Yay!
Moral dilemma is fun.
Bueno, que los dos.
Okay, I think you've got it stuck on Whisper, D, but it's absolutely fine. Yeah, you cast Disguise Self, that's not a problem. So, what are you going to do just before? I would say actually though, let's actually just get into initiative because a lot of things are happening here.
Yeah, the moment she saw them torching, she did that.
Yes.
That was important because I have a plan. Chemise is going to leap into action.
Oh, goddammit, Jurnis.
Are we all rolling?
Absolutely, we are all rolling.
Fantastic! This is great.
I actually have to do this manually because I fucked up my character sheet.
Let's see. Initiative.
That's my own fault though.
My church is full of impulsive idiots.
Apparently so. Impulsive idiots, but they're coordinated with a bunch of other impulsive idiots.
You're being used.
I guess I'm not technically the one who fucked up the character sheet. It looks like you guys have points in yours. I don't know.
Where is the initiative?
Oh yeah, no,
So-
it's the initiative. Basically, it's a tiebreaker, so it adds, I believe, your dex or something. There is. I keep forgetting because we use slightly varied rules. So there is a slight modifier to what the dex is. So it's supposed to be something point something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I sadly fucked it up and removed that coding and the things, and yeah, now I have to manually type mine because I won't calculate it anymore for me.
Not a problem. So let me just add a turn for your token.
It's not hard to figure out who wins in a tiebreaker. You just see who has a higher dex.
Yeah. Okay, so we've added a turn for Tahu. What was your what was it you rolled again, my friend? 12. 12. No problem. Okay. Okay. Is everybody in the turn order now?
Oh, I believe so.
Okay. So in that case, first of all, it is going to be Skullface. What you gonna do?
Full face.
I don't think I
My
am.
pangs.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're not in the turn order. I apologize. Let me just manually give Jurnis a turn.
I will.
Yeah.
Dog needs a token.
Oh, dog needs a. Yeah, we've not.
Yeah.
added Dog. Again, please speak up if you're not in the turn order. Jurnis, what was yours?
9.
9. And Dog, what is your initiative? 9. Yeah, on your character sheet it should say initiative. If you just click that. Oh, it's a 6. There we go. I apologize. There we go. Right. Incidentally, I can't hear you at all, Dog. So, okay. And Miss Kirsty, she got. Oh wow, Kirsty's stressed. Some strange reason. Okay, so yeah, it's still skull face.
Yeah, he's going to move into cover there from those 3 down here. He's going to take out Hazel, going to take out Letitia.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel's got the fragmentation round, which I think is extra 1d6, wasn't it?
Possibly. Where was this from?
It was what Margot gave him.
Okay, yeah. Can you bring up the actual handout?
I cannot see it.
Okay, I would say if that's what the note is that you've made, then I'll believe you. How many of them do you have?
He has, I think you gave me about 16, I think.
16, yeah, that seems about right. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's
Roll it.
loaded them into Hazel, so he's going to take Letitia, which is just a regular ammunition name there, and he gets +2 to his ranged attacks because of archery.
Okay.
So, Letitia...
17,
so
okay.
19?
19.
It's a 19 with the... yeah.
19,
So
that is going to hit. Is it this one here?
Yeah, top one gets 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
He's going to try and be non-lethal though, so he's kind of aiming for the lower legs to try and... yeah.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, they were trying to kick the door in, so that's going to, stop them from doing that. Next up...
he's still got his bonus action, which is he's going to aim Hazel at the other guy with his bonus action, so he doesn't get proficiency, but he still gets +2.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of cancels each other out. He's going to fire Hazel. Oh, natural 1. Which means Hazel's now jammed.
Yeah. I would say normally I would ask, what I want, but the beautiful thing about gunslingers is, yeah.
They have built-in rules for it.
Yeah, so unfortunately, one of them you basically managed to catch in, the back of the knee there, and he seems to buckle a little bit. The other one, hearing this, turns around and they look like they're about to duck, but Hazel just, she just misfires, jams up.
Of course.
He is now looking right at you. Next up is going to be Graz's turn. What is Graz going to do?
Oh, right, me.
Yeah.
I forgot I control Graz in combat. Okay. She is going to hobble her way next to Rex. And she's going to take a pot shot at the guy right in front of her. Let's see, where's her weapon?
Okay.
With her longbow.
A 23, that definitely is going to hit. Okay. Now she takes a shot, basically manages to pin him in the shoulder, doesn't pin him to the door or anything behind him. But it wasn't a massive amount of damage, but he does seem to be paying attention to the 2 filthy green skins in front of him. Anything else?
No, I just realised that I should have cast Hail of Thorns, but I'll save it for next turn.
Okay. Next up, Ang, the Snow Leopard Kitty Boy. What are you going to do?
Kung Fu Kitty is going to zip. Hi. That's in character too. Hi.
Yes.
And then an armed strike.
That's a hit.
Roll that. 7 bludgeoning, and then use martial arts to make my second unarmed strike.
8-12 is not going to hit.
Okay. Spend key point, and where is my? I don't have it. Okay, just do my flurry of blows, which I do not have a button for, but let me. It's been a while, and I'm getting confused with squish.
Oh, it's all good. Completely different universe there.
Ignore that.
Okay.
We're going to... Okay.
Misclick the
So
Not a problem.
make another unarmed strike.
19
Nice.
is going to hit. And that's going to be 4 bludgeoning. Okay. Anything else for Ang?
That's it.
Okay. Not a bad turnaround. Yeah, Ang, basically the snow leopard kitty, bounds over Jurnis, just like, hi, and just starts wailing on the dude that skull face kneecapped. He does not look too happy. Next up is going to be Chemise. Chemise, you currently look like something, but basically, I would say this as well. You all see Chemise transform into one of these guys over here. So, what are you doing on your turn, Lydia?
Well, she was going to try to take this person, but it sounds like that they all... Now, here's my question. I was trying to have her remain hidden and do that away from everyone before combat started. I'm assuming that she didn't make that and everybody saw her transform. I wasn't clear on all the dynamics of that because she was ducking around.
Give me...
Because
I
the
would
moment...
say,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity check. Let's see how if you are quicker than Skullface. So Skullface, give me a dexterity. Chemise, give me a dexterity.
Yeah, she was trying really hard to, like, back away. To take a step back.
Advantage.
Okay, advantage.
We'll see if you were quick enough.
Yeah, we'll see.
You did announce it first.
Yeah, I wanted to let the moment she saw them setting fires. Trying to do it. There it is.
That's, fuck it, I'm the DM. Who cares? You'll just want to wait your... Yeah, I would say, basically from their point of view, one of their allies is now surrounded by all these filthy non-dwarves. Actually, technically, some of these dwarves, you notice one of them's a human, the other's an elf, all wearing the sepsis robes.
And she is looking at the others, and she is lighting a torch. And as she's lighting a torch, she's going 1, 2, walking backwards, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then she calls out. Now, she calls out, there's an army of them coming!
Give me a deception check.
Yeah.
Because I would say usually disadvantage because you are a new person in this group of organized.
Yeah, I know.
With a disadvantage, I'd say... Wait, let's actually give them an insight check. Let's see what their insight is.
Fail!
Come on, give me an insight.
If it doesn't work, she's got something else.
Yeah. And did that come through?
No, it did not.
Son of a... Alright. Okay, it's a straight D20 roll anyway, so... Ha! That was a 3! Like, what are you doing? Come on, get back over here! They believe you.
Yeah. And she's baring her teeth at the others. At this assembled group here. Now, how many steps did I move?
You move 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Technically, I think you've done 35. I could be mistaken.
Back here then.
Yeah, we'll say, yeah. Okay, yeah, so you're flanking with a,
Yeah.
the law kitty.
Yes. And she's lit a torch. She's got a torch lit.
Okay. Next up is going to be Tahu, the Kenku.
Queh.
Okay. Is there a line tool so I can measure?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's the 1, 2, 3. It's basically the ruler. It's on the left. It should be below the eyeglass.
So what is it called? Like I just see the snap thing.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just click that and then boop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's your measuring tool.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. That's cool. And how damaged is this guy?
This guy here is actually looking pretty beat up. The other one looks like he's barely got a scratch, but that one is actually looking fairly badly hurt. He's been shot in the knee. He's been beaten up by a kitty.
Caw. I want you to focus on these guys down here. Caw.
Just about a few minutes.
Fucking range for that. Caw.
I think there's a pigeon around here. Hang on, I've actually got something for a pigeon. One moment.
I don't have sound. So how do I move it? No, I'm gonna move first.
Mm-hmm.
How do you move? How do I do this?
You basically, you drag your token using the move tool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe you have about 30 speed. Most characters have 30. So it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can move up squares.
It's really hard to see. That's a wall here. Okay, that's a wall here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move there.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Good. I'm going to then draw my 2 daggers and throw my 2 daggers at
Okay.
this guy.
Okay. Dagger. Roll it. The first one, a 4. That is really? Both of them are 4?
I don't know if I did that right. I
I
don't know if I calculated that right or if I put that in. Why won't let me modify this?
That doesn't seem right.
Right, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so it's a roll 20 plus your proficiency. Yeah, so it's a roll. It's a d20 roll. Then you add your dex and your proficiency. So the roll that you did. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I don't know why it's...
is gonna hit.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna manually do this for the moment.
Not a problem. We'll figure this out. So the one hits.
No.
Take the damage that you've already rolled. So a 4 piercing for the first one. Okay. Now here's the question: was it this one, this one?
The first guy. The top guy.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the first dagger.
Uh-huh.
And then, since I can throw all 2 of them in a round.
Uh-huh.
Han.
Okay. Am I doing something?
There's a dice
Yeah,
roller
you need
right
to
there.
roll the d20. Yeah.
And if you go down to it, yeah.
There's my second roll.
7, unfortunately. The second one misses. He turns around to the first one and he basically... this one's an elf. He basically knocks the dagger to the ground the second time round. So you are down by 2 daggers. Anything else?
Nope, that is all.
Okay. And just for the fun of it, I would say Tahu and Chemise, you notice that on the floor near you is a very sticky, dark fluid.
Turn
As a
not
certain-
oil, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Icarus!
Ah!
Wow! What the hell is going on here? You know, you spend all this time trying to explain to people that you're the good guys, that you're doing this for the benefit of other people, and then you get this shit.
How did you keep from laughing viciously, teller of tales, speaker of words?
I don't think I did, to be honest. I think I laughed viciously all the time.
Yeah, no, I meant whenever Icarus was telling us about the greatness of his group.
Okay, so I have been sitting here in anxiety for the past couple of minutes, so thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
And I would say this as well, just to let you know. You notice that these people, the stuff that they're wearing is it basically looks like they've got some bed sheets and they've drawn this stuff on.
I see.
These are not what you would consider.
They're not officiated.
They are, yeah.
I forgot one thing.
Yes, sir.
I crit on my first hit actually. That was 19.
Oh, you
I crit on
got
19.
Oh, awesome.
I crit on a
Okay.
19.
Excellent.
So just double that basic first damage.
Sure.
So it's an 8.
So that
I'm not
was
gonna-
a fifth. Not a problem.
I just totally forgot I crit on a 19 till just now.
Oh, but it's a lot to keep track of. Okay. So yeah, Icarus.
Who here looks like the ringleader?
Chemise.
But he knows you're faking it.
Yeah. I would say, given the spread, I would say the elf that your Kenku friend stuck some daggers in. He seems to be directing them.
So this guy.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna give him. Yeah. Me, leader.
Give the player a moment.
No problem.
You there! And he points to the elf.
Yeah.
On what authority has this purification been ordered?
Okay. As you charge forward, you are in the shadows around the corner. First of all, they kind of, one or two of them do look a little bit confused and surprised. They look to the elf. Give me I would say persuasion with disadvantage.
Thanks.
Come on. Yeah!
Hang on. Oh shit! The disadvantage!
Oh,
He's
dude.
got like anime like cross gleam all over his armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. This guy, he looks like he's waiting for it. A few of the others, they start to look really confused and look to the leader. It says, who the hell are you? And I would say that's all your turn for this round.
Sure.
But definitely have surprised them. Next up is going to be their turn. So, okay. Yeah. You threw the DM for a little there. Okay. He looks around at you, looks at the situation, the fire. It says, these are filth. They need to burn now. Look, you are not getting involved in it. Just get out of the way. Go. And
Can I respond?
yeah, I would say you can respond. You've got enough time to respond.
I have
They don't-
sorry, you first, Dennis.
No. Yeah, you have stopped them from attacking directly, but They're all they basically, you've caught them on the left foot. They are kind of paused. Mechanically speaking, they take no action this turn.
Good.
Just to tell you, leave. This is happening.
You leave. This isn't happening. You are a bunch of boys in bedsheets. You have no authority to dictate Epsessis' will.
Okay, I am gonna make some wisdom throws. That is gonna be a 1. That is a 2. That is a 3. That is a 4. Leader's gonna lead. Based on your... Give me... Because you rolled really well before with your persuasion. I would say... this one that's right next to Chemise, and this one that's next to him. They are going to start backing away. Actually, this one's actually going to try and get hold of Chemise. Come on, look, it's not worth it. We've got to go. And they are going to try 5, 10, 15, and this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm so happy about what they just did.
And this guy is looking for us. Traitors! And that is their turn. You rolled really freaking high there.
Yep. He is a diplomat.
Devillo, check your messages.
I saw. It's entirely up to you. A combatant has just left your combat range. Technically, they were trying to disengage from the fight because both you. Actually, well, here's the thing. They consider Ang a combatant, and they actively disengaged in order to past him. Now, here's the question to the other DMs. Would that count for Chemise as well if they don't realise that Chemise is a threat?
Yes, disengage action basically avoids anything.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, I'm sorry, Chemise, but that is a
Well, no. I meant next turn.
No, look, it's entirely up to you. Your turn
Thank you.
You can do what you want in your turn.
Thank you. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay. Okay, so that's their turn. Miss Spring? Yeah.
Okay. So, I have been fighting with Chrome this entire combat, and I finally got the issue fixed. So, I haven't been paying attention. These guys up here are running.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
No, I would say just the 2. Only 2 of them are running. It is, the ones with a little fire symbol here and here. I will just remove the little red marker because they are like, nope, we're done. The rest, however, they are definitely in combat.
Alright, so this guy, this guy, this guy. What about these ones down here? They're not fighting us, or they are?
Those guys are not actively fighting you. They are dealing with the guards that are basically just out of range. Where's Specky? Let me just. Oh, there we go. Just gonna put Specky there, so you can see down there.
Hijacking my spud. Never touch an Irishman's spud. I'm sorry, the joke was there. It had to be done.
But I mean, the Spuds tried to kill you once, so.
Okay, how far can Jurnis move? Jurnis can.
They refused
Also,
to grow.
apologies for any distraction and noises. My wife just got us dinner, so
Hooray.
I've been treated myself to Wendy's.
Yum.
Nom 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 nom.
You treated yourself to Wendy's. What will your wife say about that?
Okay, so I could either rock up here and use a very powerful spell, which will do damage, but will also probably break the building behind them.
I mean, that's entirely up to you now, isn't it?
Yeah, I could attempt to intimidate them with an interesting use of thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could have a little fun with Mr. Tough Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jurnis is going to move to here. Just in that puddle.
Okay. I would say as you step in the puddle, you realise, oh yeah, that's oil. The Icrius journey.
I'll move the next 5 feet then.
I would put it standing like on this side of the square, but it won't let me stand on this side of the square.
Well, we'll get to that.
Believe me, I'd rather not be standing in oil, but Arrocakkra only have 25 feet of land movement.
Now I'm picturing a Dawn commercial where they're using a toothbrush to take the oil off of the two birds.
Okay, Crown of Madness, would you like to describe what you do?
Crown of Madness is basically a charm/mind control spell that allows me to turn an enemy combatant aggressive against his own faction. He has to make a wisdom saving throw, and I'm casting it on this guy who was calling people traitors.
Yep.
Okay, you're doing it on the leader.
Yep.
Okay.
Good call.
What does he have to save?
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Roll that. Thank you. And what was it he had to be?
Oh, fuck. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, okay. So, he had to beat 14.
Well, yes, he saves.
Damn it.
And he's just right at you and said, right, that one first.
Fuck.
Elven gentleman, by the way, in his little bed sheet.
In that case, I am going to use Mantle of Inspiration. Everybody, let's see, up to 4 creatures I can see. So that is going to be Chemise, Ang, Tahoe, and Graz. Tahoe, sorry.
Mm-hmm. He's not a truck.
Kenku boy. Purposely not giving it to Icarus because you get 5 temporary hit points and you can move now. You can use your reaction to move if you'd like without provoking opportunity attacks.
What?
My ability, I'm actually just going to link it in here if I can. There it is, Mental Inspiration. There we are. The creatures who receive the temporary hit points can immediately use your own reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So, Ang, Chemise, Graz, or Kenku Boy, you can move your speed now if you'd like.
Like now?
Oh, I can
Yes,
move?
now.
Yes.
If you want. But
She
it means
backs?
you won't have a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fine. She backs over. Is there actual fire here?
Yeah, I would say up against the side of the building.
She wants to be.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's come up against the side of the building. I would say that just because of the nature of like the 5-foot move, you can just give me a quick dexterity check if you want to be in the same square as that.
She does if she can.
Okay, sure. Just give me a dexterity. Trying to be a 10.
She wants to get to the side of the. A dexterity save?
Yeah, dexterity save of 10.
And don't forget your temporary hit points.
Yeah.
You get 5.
Oh!
Unfortunately, yeah. I would say. I mean, here's the thing. Do you really want to be in that square? If so, you are going to take some fire damage.
No, she's just trying to get up alongside the person.
Okay.
How many
Yeah,
squares did I
but-
move? Sorry.
You didn't. I don't think you moved that many because you were next to Ang over here.
Can I get over to like here?
15
Yeah,
feet,
absolutely.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then she's gonna move over to that side,
Okay.
and she's going to and say, and just hiss out traitors out at them. But she's all hissing because she's trying to make her voice deep.
Yeah.
Traitors.
I would say just for flavour, the leader does seem to be focusing mainly on Jurnis, but he does sort of give you a confused side glance. He's got no idea who you are.
Yep. It'll come back later.
Oh yeah. Dog! Fire! Fire bad. Screaming inside.
Oh, I'm on fire?
No! Oh my gosh, no. Okay, so, you... As you guys were running through the city, there were several little places that were on fire, or there were fires being put out. This is one of the worst parts, and these guys marked in red. They've been trying to break into this building, and they've been setting fires.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't even notice those guys down there. Okay.
Mm.
I didn't scroll down.
if I... Wait, are the guys with the red dots are the bad guys, right?
Well, they... Depends on your point of view, I guess, but for the sake of this, yeah.
Well, I'm a dog, but I get the sense that everybody's angry and attacking them. So, but no, I was mostly just asking because I can only see two. I can't really see anything else.
If you move forward a little bit, you might be able to see more.
25, 32. My speed's 40, so I could go here, right? Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will bite this one here in front of me.
Okay, give me a bite attack, please.
Bite that. Excuse me while I try to remember how to do things. I have to roll just to...
No. It should be on the front of your character sheet. You just click the button where it says bite.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm a dumbass.
It's okay, we love you.
Yay.
An 8, unfortunately. This guy who's basically, going toe to toe with the big kitty.
Oh, wait. I had to roll a d20 first, right?
No. Everything is, tied together. So it's like when you push that button, the number at the top is the d20 roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you only rolled an 8, unfortunately, and you do have a +5. So yeah, I think you just rolled a 3 or something there.
Yeah. If you hover over the 8, it says the number and what its calculations are.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, you missed. Do you have any bonus actions or anything that you can try doing? I assume not, because you are only a dog.
Yeah.
Arf, arf.
I will
Apologies.
target him.
Okay. In that case, we're going to go to Miss Curtis's turn. You guys can't see anything at the moment, but she's going to grab you, and she's going to start shoving people out of the way, and they're going to make their way to the exit. And as for you, I would say that's going to be a 5.
Where's
10.
Courtesy? So I can send Specky in.
I would say, okay, let me
Duplicate
actually
Specky.
just copy
What
and...
is this? Is this a potato?
Yes, that
It's
is
a
my camera.
spectator.
Yes, that is the DM camera. Do you
Oh,
get the joke?
I see now. Okay. It's like, why is there a potato?
It's the Specky Tater.
So Courtesy is in here. She's currently got Christina, and she's actually got hold of Dora, and she's trying to keep them towards the back of the place. There's, undead all over, milling around, trying to get away from the fire. Because, heck, fire bad. And I would say it's about that point, 5, 10. Why are you like this? 15, 20, 25. I would say, from her perspective, charging through is this Minotaur. She's opened the back door for people to get out. And she is getting ready to... She's basically holding up the front door, telling everybody to get out. Let me just get the dynamic lighting. And we'll... So that is going to be the NPC's turn. Next up, Goldface.
Goldface is going to up 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to take aim at the leader. He's going to try and kneecap him with Letitia. He's put Hazel away. He's got his whip out with his offhand.
Okay.
So
I got a question for you. If you're taking a melee shot and an enemy combatant is right next to you.
no, he's aiming at the leader. He's aiming at the leader.
Yes, but the enemy, one of the leader's allies is right next to you. Is there not a rule where they can do something involving a reaction?
I don't believe there is. Off the top of my head.
Okay, no problem. 14, unfortunately.
So 16. 16.
Oh, 16? 16,
Yeah, plus 3 from the archery.
hit.
Yeah.
That unfortunately does not hit.
In that case, he's just going to use his offhand whip. So it's -2 from his proficiency. On the guy next to him.
Oh, 24. Okay, yeah. But, I would say a whip is a reach weapon, so that is going to be with disadvantage because it's melee.
Okay.
You need 5 feet of movement because Ed's used her whip. Oh, hey, there you go.
Bear
With-
in mind,
Got
Skullface,
it.
that I'm
Bear in mind, he's going for...
Say again, D.
bear in mind, Skullface, I'm the person next to the leader.
No, he's going for the person next to him.
Right, that's me.
No,
The
no,
leader's
no, no,
right
no.
here, and I'm
No, this guy here.
Oh, next to Skullface.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whip attack is for this guy. That's why I was like, oh yeah, you need to probably take a step back or something because you cut with whips, they're reach weapons, so reach weapons have disadvantage when you're in immediate.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to try and go for non-lethal.
Okay, 25. Show him how much of a bad boy he is. Roll me some damage. 8 slashing damage. Just for flavour, are you going for the other knee?
Yeah. This is taking out his
Okay.
knees first.
Okay. He does not look happy. He actually looks really badly hurt. Anything else?
Skullfish is just glaring. Keep on the fucking ground.
Give me an intimidation. Why not? Going to be a high DC.
Okay, intimidation.
That would. The DC was 20. So
Oh.
that was a good roll, but you know, still got some fight in him. Next up is going to be Grasneath. What is Graz going to do?
Okay. She was going to cast Hail of Thorns, but now that's kind of ill-advised considering one of her allies is next to her. Windows, what are you doing? Windows, what are you doing? Windows, what are you doing?
I can relate to that so hard.
Okay, I'm okay. I was trying to see what that spell is, but I can't read it in there. Let's see, what is it?
While cunning, you call up the spirit of nature to aid you.
Not useful in combat. Okay.
Probably not.
Well, in that case, she's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on Big Boy. On the leader. And
Okay.
then she's going to shoot the bastard.
Okay.
And I think it's a D6 or D4 for Hunter's Mark?
D6.
D6, okay. So let me roll a D6. There, so 15 points of damage.
Okay, 15 altogether. Very nice.
Windows, no!
Is it trying to restart?
Yes!
Bad Windows.
Get it!
Oh,
Back
dear.
off!
Hey, how
You
you
did
doing?
a good chunk of damage to him.
Good.
You did a good chunk of damage to him. He is, or Graz rather. He doesn't look too happy. Anything else Graz wants to do?
That's pretty much all Graz can do. Out of idle curiosity, though, what
Yes.
kind of armor is he wearing?
Okay, that's a very good question. He is wearing chainmail and has a shield.
Excellent.
They all do. Basically, it's like they're all like, commoners for the most part, but you can see they've scrapped together some. They look tooled up. So mechanically, it's chainmail.
Well, let's see how
But
he
it-
likes that chainmail when the Jurnis' turn comes back around.
And quick question on that, but they are wearing shawls and stuff all over.
Yes, they're basically the best way to describe it. They look like a bunch of normal people for the most part, just like typical, maybe working class folk. Different races. Again, you've got elf, you've got a couple of dwarves, you've got a halfling. I would actually say down here, this one find down here is a half-orc. So it's a mixed bunch. And they've got like bits and pieces of armor that look like they've kind of strapped together. There's nothing really matching, but each of them are wearing equally shabby and homemade-looking asepsis shawls.
Okay.
A disgraceful display.
Yes.
Useful though.
Next up is going to be Ang.
Okay. Back around to me again? Good. Okay.
Mhm.
So. Fists don't fail me now.
Okay. Wow.
You're correct.
You know what? This seems to be a running thread. Every single time your anger is facing up against someone, you basically take them out with the first blow. And you always get the perfect number of hit points. How do you want to do this with this guy here?
He's just gonna punch. Because I'm assuming he's like lower than him now, thanks to the capping.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna bring his fist right down on his temple and knock him out. Non-lethal.
Okay. Non-lethal, I would say, just for the fun of it, you knock him through the door. And basically, the impacts on the side here. You also notice a bunch of very scared looking undead in there, huddled in the corner. Looking at you.
Me, well, they're not gonna see much of me because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Flurry of blows. Boom. And boom.
Unfortunately, neither of those hit.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a minute, Chemise. Yeah, you basically, after the first punch, he goes through the door and everything. You run down and try the other guy here next to Chemise. Excuse me. Unfortunately, they're ducking, they're dodging. This one is a halfling. A little bit slippery, a little bit hard to hit. Anything else?
That is what Aang has for the moment.
Okay. Next up is going to be Chemise Mill.
Okay. Chemise.
Chemise.
Chemise looks over at the leader and does this. Well, the leader's focused on Jurnis, right? Because he just took a bolt and...
Basically, Grass did a bunch of damage to him as well, so I think his attention, for the most part, is basically this bunch here is like, there is a concern, and he's just noticed this guy, but this is the primary concern.
Yep.
I threw a dagger at him.
She turns and brings her hands to her mouth and blows sand that just somehow appears in her hands.
Okay.
And does that.
Okay. Now, question about your...
keep trying to put it into regular chat. I know how to do it. I just keep messing up.
It's the you basically have a little toggle that says whisper to GM.
Yep,
now,
I know, and I keep accidentally.
It's so good. So I'm trying to scroll up at the moment, and I'm just looking at your disguise self. Disguise self. Oh, it's not concentration. So yeah.
Nope, it is not.
That's beautiful. Yeah, you retain your illusory form.
Yep.
An illusion. You have physically altered yourself.
Yes, I have.
So yeah.
It is an illusion in the sense that if I have a hat or a staff or something, then it doesn't hold up to inspection.
So it's not like altered stuff. Okay, that's cool. All right. So yeah. You blow the sand that again appears from nowhere into his eyes, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. He has no bonuses, so it's going to be a straight roll. That was a 3. So yeah, you can consider this guy to be held.
Is he standing up or does he fall over? That's important.
Technically, he's paralyzed. He just sort of like locks into places like. That's pretty much it. So he doesn't like over unless you shove
And as she's doing this, Chemise, after she blows the sand, do I need to do any performance or sleight of hand or anything to pull all that off? She's just trying to make it like as hidden as possible that she's casting this.
Oh, you're casting magic though. You turned into someone else.
They didn't see that.
Yeah, but we know you're a magic user now, so no point in hiding it.
No, that she wants to hide that she did it to him. She doesn't want the others to see, the other enemy soldiers to see her like fuck up someone.
Soldiers in big air quotes there.
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage because you're right next to the dude.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
Okay.
And
Come
let's see what's
on.
their perception.
Oh!
Yeah, unfortunately, with a passive perception of 10, this guy down here, he's busy looking at anger, then he realizes what's happened there, and disguise or not, he knows that you are a problem.
Yes. That's
Next
cool.
up, Tahu!
Wait.
What are you gonna do?
Draw 2 dagger. This guy looks beat.
He's looking pretty beat up, yeah. Actually, he's not even moving.
Oh, you know what? He's gonna get the first dagger.
Incidentally, how many daggers do you have? Because you already threw 2 of them.
Okay, so when I did my buying, I bought roughly 400 daggers.
How are you carrying them all?
What?
I have 40 daggers and 100 darts actually, and I did the calculations, and I am actually still under. Wait, actually, surprisingly, thanks so much.
Just imagining that is hilarious.
Well, the trench coat. I'm just gonna open up the trench coat, and there's just a line of daggers. Just pull the next ones out and throw.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, I'm here for this. Yes,
The
yes,
reason
yes.
why I bought so many daggers is I'm used to games where you roll a d20 and that's how many you get back because they might break. You throw these things, they might hit walls.
Cream,
Okay.
I'm sending a picture of your character into the player chat.
You remind me of the guy in my core group who always wants to buy an extendable ladder.
See, I've always wanted to play a
There,
throwing
that's
character.
that's you walking around, Cream.
That is amazing. Okay,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
no, I love it. Yeah, I completely accept this. This is glorious. Okay, so yeah, roll me some dagger attacks. So a 7 plus an 11,
There's my first
that
attack.
will miss, unfortunately. Second one,
There's my second attack.
again, unfortunately not. Both of them, actually no, because
Doesn't-
he's frozen.
He's paralyzed. He's
He's
paralyzed.
paralyzed, so it would be with advantage. So that was the first one. Unfortunately, even with advantage, you missed the first time. So roll me
So.
2 more. A 12 and a 12. I'm very sorry. Their armor class is 18.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. It's basically, when you're at the fair and you try to, you're playing darts. So yeah, Tahu's just like casual, like, yeah, it's like just like, that one dagger nips his ear a little.
I'm throwing darts, but effectively the
Oh.
same thing.
But yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saving the daggers for more important things. I stamp people with those daggers if I need. Darts are just
Yeah.
thrown. They
Yeah.
do the same damage. Right?
So you're literally playing darts, but it's just like blocker. I know. Let me try again. Blocker. Oh.
Darts with tips, with very pointy tips.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Unfortunate. Next up, Icarus. Mouthy Boy seems to have stopped moving. You also have this guy up here. Basically, you are still in a somewhat target-rich environment. You also know that there are these guys up here that are fighting off the, the main city guard. And I don't know if you can see from where you are. You can, I would say you've picked up enough of the general area you're in to understand this is a house of the undead.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. What do you do?
I tire of this pitiful performance from these pretenders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, hit this boy with my longsword.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Chemise is just standing there, disguised
Yeah,
as one of
let's
them,
go. Let's go two-handed.
with her hands up, just focused and concentrating.
Give me another roll, because you do have advantage.
Good.
Little smile on her face.
Oh, come on!
Again, they've got really high AC. It's like, it's actually really good armor. It's like you are really annoyed. You basically take a swing at him, and it's like I will say this, so you do sort of Zorro style slash the tabard off, and it just crumples to the floor around him, and this elf is just wearing the the armor and the common clothes and all that. Again, they're just like stood like a statue looking at you going,
Your armor
yeah.
is better than your coffee here.
Where?
I'm checking what else I can do, but I think that's basically gonna be it. Wait till I confirm, blah 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 blah.
I want my turn.
Oh! Actually, no, it would be useless if I did that anyway, so yeah. Ooh, hang on, let me check something super quick. Yeah, I can do this. I still have my bonus action, yeah?
okay.
Yeah, I'm a cast Searing Smite. Next time you won't
Okay.
be so lucky. So
So,
next time Icarus hits, yeah, I'm gonna set that boy on fire.
Yeah. So for flavor, would you say that Icarus basically just holds the sword up to his face and it just ignites with holy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he is sort of paralyzed, but you do see that the eyes kind of widen and they're focusing on the sword a little bit.
So you're saying you are going to make the gif I did in the player chat come true, Icarus?
Yes, absolutely. Purity through flame.
Next up, it's going to be these guys. And person, what does he need to beat? Does he get a saving throw at the start of his turn?
I think it's at the end of his turn.
It'll be at the end of his turn. Okay. So first of all, this guy here, he is going to. Now they can actually attack because they've not done anything yet. That's a plus. So I don't know why It's not coming through on roll 20. Oh, no, it is. Fantastic. And does a 12 hit?
Oh,
Oh, I would like to redact that, actually. So here's a question in regards to immobilized people when it comes to flanking advantage. Does it work?
Immobilized, they get advantage, I think, yeah.
They still get advantage or they don't?
They don't because they're mobilized. What is it you're trying to do?
Basically, this guy down here, I'm not too sure if he wants to stab Chemise in the back or if he wants to go for the law kitty.
Because the leader is actively paralyzed, he's not a quote-unquote threat, so he can't provide flanking.
That is fair enough. Okay, law kitty, a 12 I assume does not hit.
does not.
Okay. Second of all, I would say this one here is going to be 5, 10. They're just going to look at the dog with disgust, and let's see, we've got 2 annoying little gobbos. Skullface, I would like you to tell me if 15 hits you.
Meets it, beats it.
You take 10 piercing damage as he launches a javelin right at you. Okay.
He glares back and goes, I'm going to shove this up your fucking ass.
This one here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I would say, yeah, okay. You see, this one's got a torch, and he is going to. Let's see if he can actually make this. Okay, so Jurnis, Tahu, and Skullface, you watch as this guy down here. Basically, he leans out to throw his torch at the pool of oil behind you, and it basically goes here. He rolled a 3.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
What does the laugh sound like?
Like a crow chuckling and like. I guess I watch a lot of bird videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like Titus from Final Fantasy X. Ha 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 ha!
I'll find one. Hang on.
I love it. Okay, and I think everybody else is currently. Yeah, they were running away because an actual paladin from their order, or the order they're claiming to follow, showed up. So this one, I've just realised, is running deeper into the Great Quarter. I'm sure. In fact, yeah, just for the fun of it. You see this one go on the corner dog, and then you hear a cowardly scream. Oh dear. New arrival. Jurnis! Your turn.
Jurnis is going to look at the torch that was dropped there. Then she's going to look at the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to crash her crow. Okay, there it is. She's going to smirk at him. I see you like the heat. Why don't I help you out with that? And I'm going to heat metal on his chainmail.
Okay. Yeah, there's no saving throw or anything against that, is there?
He can, but that's only if he manages to hold on to it. With his chainmail, there's no point.
Yeah.
The Constitution save is only if he's holding the object, but considering this is on his back, that's not going to work.
Okay. This one here, he seems a little bit weaker than some of the others. I would say this for flavour, as Jurnis, the red-skinned, infernal-blooded tiefling with hooves, tail, and horns, reaches out with her hand and points at this young dwarf. you see like the metal around him start to glow, and the asepsis tabard that he was wearing burst into flames.
You'll
nice
get a
little
lot
vision.
of that in the afterlife, murderer.
I love it. Okay.
Oh.
Then she's going to point
No.
to Ang and go,
Mhm.
Ang, kick their asses. Bardic Inspiration.
Yay!
Already on it.
Kick their asses, 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 kick their asses.
I'm gonna smash.
And not in the Becky kind of way.
Wait, I thought that was Hunter.
No, Hunter smashes.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're not sure what Ang does yet. Oh yeah,
Well,
dog.
obviously, Ang fists.
Yes. Okay, that's mwah. Mwah. I love it. Okay.
Kinda hot.
I mean, I'm already working on one Ang commission. We can all anyway. Moving on. Dog. You have a bad person over here. Who is trying to take shots at the rather nice green guy who's carrying you. What are you going to do?
He is doing me a frighten. I'm going to. I want to bark at him to get his attention.
Okay. I would say bark would be a because we've not really mechanically figured that out. I'd say that's a bonus. I'd say bonus action.
It could
Barking is
technically
speaking,
be
so free action.
the help action, where she distracts
Yeah.
the target and gives anybody who's attacking it advantage.
Okay. Is that what you want to do, or was there something else?
There's something else I wanted to do after that, but I don't know if it.
Well, what is it you want to do?
It's a surprise.
Well, it's your turn, so
Okay, so well, I mean, do I need to roll to see if he's distracted, or can I just say like, oh, he's distracted?
Well, it depends on what the other thing you want to do is.
Okay, then I want to turn around and I want to toot.
I would
Okay.
say help action to bark at him, bonus action to fart on him.
yeah. I think that's fair. Click the toot button. Okay. Everyone in the 5-4 area has disadvantage.
I love this character so much.
Yeah.
It's so tooted.
Diverse skills make the best party.
Yeah. He is. He looks very distracted.
Good as-
Incidentally,
Boy.
should he
you
make
are
a-
next to a fire, so I would say there is a little green puff of over here.
Should
Just a
he?
flavour.
Should he do a Constitution save?
Yeah, let's do that. Constitution. Let's
Hell
roll that.
Because dog farts are pretty gross.
Well, he made an 18. So, yeah, unfortunately, he does look pretty disgusted, though. He's like, oh, God. Ugh.
Dang it! I tried.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. That was beautiful, by the way. Okay, so,
That
Christine-
ability's all P.
Yeah, we need to nerf the dog a bit.
No,
So,
it's just OP in the right scenarios.
Bark the
I would
dog.
say, on this turn, we've got Christine. Curtis then is going to try and drag Christina and Dorrit out this way. 5, 10. I'd say about 15 feet. No, let's go at 20. Yeah. So gets to about here, getting them outside of the chaos. Next up. Hey, you tried. You rolled the dice. You know. My wife just gave me a very mad look. Also, Chemise, give me. Actually, no, I wouldn't say that she's doing that just yet. This individual here is still popping up the door. And return when all undead option. I would say this one. This one. Come on. This one. This one. And so on. Basically, all the undead that are trying to run out here, they basically grab this one that was leaving. And let's just say we'll get back to what happens to them later.
Oh no, they ate Specky.
Yes, because Specky doesn't need to know what happens to them. Next up, Skullface, Mr. Wet Green Stride. Oh, what
He looks to the guy next to him. Does he get advantage because of dog?
Yes, actually, he does.
Okay. Our roll these, remember it's +2 for each shot.
Okay.
So that's 25. With
25
advantage.
definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
As he goes, can't blame the dog for this.
Oh shit. Okay, so how do you want to do this?
He's going to go for non-lethal again, so he's just going to go for the knee.
Okay. With that amount of damage, considering this guy only had 11 hit points, this was a much squishier individual. You basically, dog. There's a loud bang, and then suddenly there's this leg bone in front of you. And there's a screaming dwarf lying next to it. Skullface, you basically removed his leg.
Oh. Skullface is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, he's going to stick to there. And he's going to use offhand to whip the dwarf in front of him.
So you're doing this overhang?
No, the dwarf. There.
Oh, this one here. Oh, okay, this
Yeah.
one. Oh, sure. Roll it.
The guy.
Okay, so -2.
Yeah, the guy who's currently on fire. Yeah.
So yeah, that's 16.
That actually
16 because it's offhand.
16. Their armor class is only 12 for the smaller ones. So yeah, roll it.
Again, he's going for non-lethal damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do? You basically trip him up. Here's the thing. He's currently on fire.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Doc, for that. He basically trip him up. He basically, falls flat on his face as the fabric that he's on is currently on fire. So whether or not you try and save him in the next turn is entirely up to you guys.
That's
Stop,
all Skullface
drop,
can do.
and die.
I mean, do we need everyone alive?
No, we
Take
didn't.
it.
Technically, you've got the lead on. Oh! I apologise. One thing that I forgot to do: the leader, he never made his wisdom saving throw because we said it was the end of his turn. So, what do I need to beat Chemise for hold person?
That is. I'm looking now.
Your spell save DC.
Oh, my spell save DC. Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
My spell save DC. Where is that?
It should be on. I think it might be on the second page of your character sheet where all the spells are. It's usually
The
somewhere near-
spells. Here it is. 14.
Yeah, unfortunately, he rolled a 19, so he is now moving again.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That lot of good it's gonna do him.
Yeah, things have gone south fast. Graz.
Okay.
Incidentally, fun fact, this was programmed to be a deadly encounter against you guys, and I'm like, okay, I really need to step this up.
Yeah.
You haven't realized that by now?
Yeah.
Have you not realized that if you put something as deadly, it's going to turn out to be ridiculously easy?
It's also the fact that we may have chased away several of them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come.
Graz is just gonna shoot the leader, because he's an asshole.
Okay, is she going for non-lethal, or is she like, fuck this guy?
Sure, she'll go for the non-lethal. She'll go for his legs.
No, okay. Shooting through Icrius. 23 though, that does hit, so that was a 7, 8, that's a 9 damage, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Little arrow just trims a little bit too close to between your legs there, Icarus.
Also, bear with me a moment. There we go. So roll 20 was sort of freezing up a little bit. Okay.
Love how dog is just pissing on everybody.
Me too.
He's a good boy. Okay, so next.
Why does it smell like a bong?
Oh my gosh, yes! Because of the tweets, I love it. Anything else Buzz is going to do?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Next up, we have Ang, the Law Kitty, the Fists of Steel.
Alrighty. So, guy in front of me. 1.
That will hit.
How's he look?
He looks untouched.
Okay. Flurry of blows and does that hit?
20, yeah, his AC is 18, so that will hit.
And
Another 6.
and I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration to edit that.
Remember, my Bardic Inspiration can't be added to your damage.
That is to the attack roll.
To the attack, because he was 1 below the AC.
Oh, right, sure, that's fine, yeah. I'm not that kind of bard.
Yeah, you're thinking of Wascal.
So, get that up above, and boom.
Okay. Yeah, you do a... Oh my gosh, son of a bee. Okay. He did not have negative 4 hit points. Come on. You're going to have to bear with me because roll 20 is being a bit of a dick. Okay. So that was 4, that was 6, 7, 8.
17.
So 17 damage in total, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Looks hurt. Looks angry. Still alive. Anything else?
Can I make... well, mine's charisma, but who knows. Can I try and roll intimidation to get him to back down?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Never mind. I have a -1 to my charisma.
What type of monk are you?
I am...
One who talks with his fist.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on. Let me
The monk with no
save
staff.
that.
He loves with his fist too, apparently.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I am way of the 4 elements.
Is there not something you can apply whenever you use for flurry of blows? Like make them
that
fall
is...
prone or things like that.
Casting. I can cast elemental spells.
Nah, okay then.
One of them being Fangs of Fire Snake. Basically, I can extend and do a little Hadouken with a little fireball, spinning a key point, and I can control shape of the flowing water, spin a key point, and I can kinda control water.
Now I see why you're called Ang. It all
Fair
makes
enough.
sense now.
I
Yeah, except Icarus is part of the Fire Nation, apparently.
Basically.
Oh god, he's even got half his face covered.
Yeah.
What did Tahu get himself into?
What a
Yes.
wacky bunch of characters.
never mind. I was getting mixed up with Squish. So, go ahead.
Okay. So next up is going to be Chemise.
Yes.
The jig is up, and you are now sandwiched between two very unpleasant people.
She wouldn't have it any other way as she turns to the leader and moves to grasp him in an embrace.
Holy shit. Yeah, that hits. Do you want to describe what you do?
Yeah, she comes over and this, like a little miniature sandstorm in each hand as she is up to grasp at him, and then electricity. Oh, I don't know what color. What color would you say the electricity is?
I would
Like
say,
a wood?
you know what? Given the nature of your friend, I would say green.
Yes.
Green
So-
arcane electricity.
Yeah, it just like pours out of her two hands into the figure of the leader.
Okay, he screams in surprise and agony. He looks ridiculously hurt, but he is still coming.
And she says, "Death is here."
I love it. And you're still wearing the face of their the appearance that you
I wish I could make it turn into suddenly into a death's head underneath the shawl, but I apparently I don't think I can change it to something else while it's
I
going.
mean, technically you can if you recast it. I mean, there's it depends on the.
She's not going to use a turn to recast it though.
Yeah. Okay, very nice. Tahu,
Oh, wait.
this guy is looking pretty badly hurt. This guy is looking angry. That guy is looking on fire. This guy is starting to look overwhelmed with these two down here.
Oh, I forgot. Not to interrupt, but I forgot. Since she's trying to hold him, do I need to roll anything for that before the next turn?
Oh, he broke it. He broke the spell.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, if they resist...
No, not hold person. Not hold person. Her hands on him.
Oh, grapple. Yeah, give me a grapple check. Sorry.
I just realized I wasn't trying to interrupt my turn, but I was trying to make that clear, and I wasn't. You never said what to roll, so I wasn't sure. Sorry if I wasn't.
Not a problem. Yeah.
What do I roll?
Give it a... what are the rules for grappling again, guys?
Contested strength, I tend to do.
Okay, so he is going to roll a strength check. That is going to be... he basically shoves you off, and I will say you kind of impact with the door here. The door seems pretty sturdy. It doesn't seem like it's budging.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Chemise is only 5 foot tall, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. Icarus! So Icarus. What are you going to do to this?
I have a flaming sword right in his face. I'm gonna
Yes,
use
I
it.
thought it was my turn.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
You know,
Yeah, I interrupted. I interrupted, and I'm
There we
sorry.
go.
Tahu first, then
Apologies.
flaming death.
I crit! Does that hit?
23 is going to hit, yeah.
And it's a crit because it's a 19.
Yeah, so how do you want to do this? Because he only got 2 hit points left.
Oh shit, yeah. I guess it. Well. Hold on.
On Moosehole.
Why does it not just do that? Do I have to put a space in it? Okay. Yeah, I would have killed him. Okay.
Okay.
It's just right between the eyes. Just quick. Just
Okay,
one to him, and then the other one's gonna go to him.
Okay. Icarus, as you're threatening this young elven man with a sword, there's just a thump, literally, basically in the eye. A dagger appears just over your shoulder. And he is basically sometimes before very dead. This guy, with a 6, unfortunately, that one does not.
Not hit.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Next up, the leader's dead. This guy is starting to look.
You hit next. You shouldn't have hit next.
Oh, Icarus! No,
It's Icky's turn.
My gosh, yeah. Gosh darn it. Sorry.
Resist the urge to click next. So, Icarus's target now gone.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to head over here.
Mm.
Well, it'd be a shame to let a good purifying flame go to waste. And I'm going to slashy at Dwarven Boy here.
Okay.
I presume a 21 hits.
It would also be with advantage because you are flanking with Chemise.
I'll roll the advantage anyway in case I crit. Okay.
Yeah. 21 does hit, so 12 slashing. Also,
Let me check.
Smite.
Yeah, let me check the Searing Smite. So, and an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Yeah.
Did I roll it? I forget if I did I actually click it. No, I didn't. That's why I get for having to scroll the way up.
So, and an extra 4 damage on top of that. Okay,
And he's on fire.
Oh, he's on fire as well.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Dwarf is on fire.
Yes, he is.
It's a
Technically,
halfling,
this one's a
technically,
halfling.
Oh,
Yeah,
halfling.
this one's a halfling, so...
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Halfling.
That asshole is on fire.
Yeah, he looks... very bad.
And that would be Icky's turn. He's content.
Yes, very well done. Next up, Jurnis.
Okay.
This dude's starting to smolder a little bit.
He's already dead though, isn't he?
You don't know. Or do you care?
Not particularly. He was an asshole and tried to burn me alive.
Yeah?
How's this guy looking?
He's looking pretty fucked up.
And on fire.
Yeah.
Divine fire.
And he is freaking out a little bit. This one down here is fighting off 2 guards, and they actually do look like they're getting a little bit worse for wear. You've also these 2 over here. They seem to be holding their own for the moment.
Is he doing what, sorry?
They seem to be holding their own for the moment, so they have their backs to you.
Alrighty then. Time to say goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye. La, 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 la,
Jurnis is going to raise the volume of her voice,
Yes.
make it look like there are flames erupting around her, and she is just going to basically bellow out, "Lay down your arms or be slaughtered like the murderers you are!"
Give me an intimidation. I would say, yeah. Let me just give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Okay. I would say this guy is sort of like patting his hands and everything stuff like that, and it's like he just like holds his hand up. He's surrounded. He's terrified. This guy burning. You hear a little, and then nothing. This guy, he's kind of got. He's looking a little bit concerned with the guards because the guards are pretty much surrounding him at this point. He is actually going to put his hand up and surrender.
Who surrendered now?
Oh, the one all the way down here.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, anyone else alive here? These two, I would say, they're still going for it. They're still fighting, but it looks like they are very outnumbered. Anything else you want to do?
I keep forgetting thaumaturgy is an action. I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions.
Jurnis.
Okay.
Is he actually dead, or is he still groaning?
At this point, are you stepping over to check?
Sure.
Okay. As you come close, there's this last and he like grabs for your hoof, and you just see the look of his eyes, just and he is dead.
Well, no point in trying to save him then.
Next up, Dog.
Brian.
Okay, so everyone is dead then?
I would say this guy looks like he's surrendered. There seem to be some guys up here that are still fighting, but they've not really engaged. There was someone who ran down here into the scary area, but you don't know what happened to them.
Okay. Well, the action is down her, so hold on a second. 30 and 40, so I'll come down here. No! I was draw mode, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
Ha ha ha.
Here. And then I will pee on the guy that surrendered.
Roll me an intimidation.
Damn it. Okay.
I would say that was perfect. He is surrendering. He's got Chemise, he's got Ang, he's got Icrius, and he's just like, and then his dog starts peeing out. He's like, "Come on!" And basically, guys, he kind of kicks the dog away. If you use your action to something to that.
Yes, I'm gonna send you what I wanted to do if I something.
I'll say if I can, he's going to punch the guy.
Can I do mine?
I think you guys can do both of that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let Ang go first.
Do we even
Giddy is mad.
Do we want to bother rolling? Yes, 6. Ang, how do you want to do this?
As soon as he sees the guy kick dog, he's just going to basically shoryuken him into unconsciousness.
Okay. He doesn't go through the wall so much, but yeah, he is basically out.
Chemise still does what she does.
Would you like to say what you do?
Chemise bends down, holding the torch that she's been holding the time, because she's been doing everything with one hand, and she has been brandishing the torch like a weapon, and she reaches down and sets fire to the guy's shoulder.
He was already on fire, though.
Oh, I didn't know that guy was on fire. Was he on fire already?
He was a little bit singed.
I just thought he was singed.
And you've basically relit it.
Yes, she relights it while he's unconscious.
It's not inferno, but he's smouldering. What are you guys going to do?
He patted out divine fire. I'm impressed.
And Chemise looks over at the others like, "Don't you dare stop him from burning."
He's gonna complain.
She's looking right at Icrius.
Oh, I don't know why
That's
you
where-
think I take issue. This
That's
poor boy,
where-
it's purifying.
That's where her gaze stops here.
Okay. I would say at this point, there's a little bit of, for the most part, combat, I would say, is pretty much resolved. Let me just... Let's get... There you go. So yeah, I would say at this point the combat is resolved. It doesn't take long for the remaining bandits up near the top to be dealt with. That is not the sort of music I need right now. I don't think there's a lot of people chatting. There we go.
Chemise looks over at the dog and says, "Very good dog."
Dog barks happily and wags his tail like, hell yeah.
There's no pets though.
Skullface without pets.
Yay!
Okay.
Chemise, for her part, is can I move?
So at this point, I would say that after a minute or two, the front door... So are you doing anything involving the fire?
For starts
I just
fires,
wish-
he's not really equipped for putting them out.
I just wish there's a well or anything nearby where we could get some buckets.
Not that you can see.
Can I get a D20 roll from the DM
Sure thing.
against my just random D20 roll?
Okay. The
D20 versus D20.
The DM's roll was a 6.
Okay, well, I at least recover half my daggers.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. I would say that eventually the guards are able to, catch up. This was the last group, so as you guys were running through the city, you were able to deal with most of these individuals. Let's say you're down here. The few remaining survivors are either put to the sword or rounded up. The few that ran away are definitely captured, although one of them did run into the Grey Quarter, and they were never seen again. Eventually...
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Say again?
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Indeed. So, as the fighters are put out and everything, a little while later, some of the guards knock on the front door of the building. Eventually, a rather large form slowly opens it and peeks her head through. You see a minotaur wearing various pieces of old, bizarre, mouldering-looking armor. She has a staff in one hand, and as it pokes through, you realise it's a large glaive, a little bit cobbled together. Her skin is moulding. She's clearly undead. Glowing white blue eyes. Behind her, looking through, you can see the building is still packed with people. And her and the guards exchange a few words before she looks to the rest of the group. Well, thank you for your assistance. She's looking over at her eyes, sort of rest on Icrius. And I would say the guards have been keeping... You know how when you're at the airport and you feel like, hey, you think that somebody's watching you, you turn around and there's like 3 security guards right behind you
Yeah.
with the automatic weapons, and they're just like very calmly watching you. Pretty much that. And
Yeah.
space to a few more guards around, and they're cordoning off the area, and they're giving you all a very intense look.
What Icky's poker face is like. Okay. I imagine most people could tell that he's got he's like holding on to the hilt of his sword, like by the handle. He's gripping it tight. He's trying to keep composed, but there's like a visible look of disgust, but with a twinge of pity, actually.
Who is it aimed at? If I need to ask.
Oh, the undead, obviously.
The
Sword away,
Minotaur.
you fool.
It's not drawn, is it?
I would say the Minotaur murmurs something to the head of the guard, and then they just retreat slowly into the building and lock the door. This halfling woman, shaved hair. Incidentally, this isn't one of the regular guard. This is one of the head guard from the Black Keep. The heavy black armor, slightly scarred. Rough and tumble features. She walks right over to Icrius, looks at the shield, looks at the armor, looks at the hand on your sword, and she says, "So, I would like to ask you a couple of questions, love."
Of course you would. Ask away.
First of all, how attached are you to that hand? She looks at the one that's on the sword hilt.
Considering I put it to great use, I'd say I'm rather attached to it indeed.
Well, if you want to stay attached to it, we would like you to drop the weapons, the shield, now.
He complies.
That's a very good lad. What's your name, son?
They call me Icarus the Phoenix in my faith.
Do they? You're a big fan of fire, are you?
You know the answer to that question.
And she looks over the rest of you. Yeah, considering the trial and everything, she does recognise Jurnis and Skullface and Ang. Alright. So is this one with you?
Well, for the time being, yeah.
He followed us home. I'm not sure if we're going to let them keep him.
So the question is, were you involved in this incident, Mr. Icarus the Phoenix?
Not at all. These youths are just a bunch of pretenders. They have no right to dictate Asepsis' will.
Yeah. Persuasion with advantage.
Never mind that 20.
Yeah. Her expression doesn't change or anything. She's still got you with a very fixed glare. Why are you in this city?
Do you not recognize the armor? I'm a roach of Queen Tugus of Yabal Hari.
Yeah. So why are you in this city? Particularly?
To serve as our eyes and our ears and to keep an eye on if there's any trouble. We're here to help after all.
Well, I certainly did that. She looks over the one or two smouldering remains. The only reason you're not in a cell right now is because of what you did. But, what do you know about this city exactly?
Good question, Devillo. How much does Icarus know about, Cosmo Grim?
There are many cities out there in the world. The Spectral Coast was the place that you were generally led to. You do know that they have an undead problem. You do know that the Asepsis actually have a fairly large presence here. In fact, a little way up the road, there is a city by the name of Rockval. It is basically owned by the Asepsis. But other than that, nothing special. You know it's the only place. Excuse me. You know it's the it's famous for the sinkhole. Half of the city got destroyed some time ago. You look up at the slightly smoking, but now no longer burning wooden structure that makes up the bottom side of the Vale Quarter. Oh yeah, and for clarification, I don't think we described this last time round. This area here, this is basically like a series of large wooden skyscrapers almost. They tower over the city. They're like this ramshackle structure of things that have been built on top of other things. And as you look around, you can see rat folk swarming all over it, trying to repair it, put out the few remaining fires, that kind of thing. Other than that, you don't know that much.
Admittedly, I don't know all that much about Cosmo Grim.
Well, all I can say is, I believe that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. But just know this: that symbol, and she points to the shield, is responsible for a lot of trouble around here recently. Now, you're entitled to go where you want and do what you want, but you might find things a little bit tense if you're flashing that around, especially, and she just turns around and points at the series of boarded off buildings that you are in the middle of. In the Grey Quarter, all of this is protected for them. I'm not a big fan of them myself, but you know what? We've got rules. And one of those rules is that symbol doesn't come here. Is that going to be a problem, son?
Not at all. I wouldn't want to be here any more than I have to be. This is like their portion of the town, and they may keep it. It's their containment, and that will do for now to a more permanent solution.
Now, you see, when you start talking like that, it's like one or two of the other guards are getting a bit closer. You see, when you talk like that, it's like you're not actually registering what's going on here. This is our city, and these are our problems. And these lads, they're not from our city. Somebody has been getting a bunch of randos together, and they've thrown them all at us at the same time. Now, I don't think you're involved, but you really, really are stepping in it, son. So, she looks to Jurnis and the rest. If this fine gentleman is with you, I'd recommend you bring him up to speed about what happens to pressure groups when they try and rock the boat round here. Until then, where is it you're staying? This is back to Icrius.
That's a good question. I'm afraid I don't quite know yet. Where are we staying? To the party at large.
I don't recall inviting you to stay with us.
So for clarity's sake, if memory serves, Chemise was hiring the group to lead her to a particular thing, and Icrius was one of the people who was being hired to do that. So so Chemise, technically, you would be considered the person in charge of this.
And then she steps forward and says, I just saw the dog, sorry. She says, Chemise Mill, this is my, these are my guards. They're helping me, to find an archaeological dig in Cosvel Grim.
Archaeological?
Yes, exactly. I'm a researcher looking for an astrological artifact of unknown origin, and she starts to get excited and says an unknown purpose. That, however, let me...
This, okay. Yeah, 19, she looks a bit okay. I mean, your best bet is to probably try, there's a couple of scientists on there, like the Royal Quarter, I think the Antiquans over there, they're into all that kind of thing, so I recommend going there. But look, I need a location where I can find you, my good sir. She points to Icrius.
He's not leaving my side. Are you, Icrius?
Not at all, Miss Chemise. I'm here to protect you.
He's helped me countless times, and he's protected me, and I feel so safe with him. Hold on.
Okay, well, you're, again, the roach is unknown, so I will tell you this, on behalf or because of the relationship that your queen has with the Forslands in general, there isn't going to be anything pleasant going on. Again, wrong place, wrong time, but you're going to learn that we handle things our own way when it comes to outsiders causing problems. So, do be around. Don't try to leave town without telling anyone. There might be further questions. And again, welcome to the city. Just be careful who sees that. And she points to the shield on its side.
Understood. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Thank you for the quick work of protecting our loyal citizens. And she points to the dead Asepsis followers outside the breakwater. So, is there anything else that you guys are doing in this area?
Not that I can think of.
Chemise is going to excuse herself briefly and explain to the others that after all that's happened, I'm feeling a little shaky. I need to go sit down somewhere. And that does not get a deception.
What's the name of the tavern again that we usually frequent?
Yes, there is, of course, the Tardy Tyro, which is over here. It's a little bit of a ways.
Okay. Why don't you just go to the Tardy Tyro? I'll be there in a moment.
Skullface or Ang, are you leading them?
Skullface is going to lead him there, and he's just going to say to Ang, "Look, Ang, you look after this lot. I'm just going to nip the palm, okay?"
Quiet stays with Jurnis.
Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And Ang leads him on.
Okay then, so Ang, Chemise, and Icarus, they're going to the tavern.
Yep, because Icky's not welcome here.
I'm sorry. Kubur, we love you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I wanted to play a character like this.
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the troublemaker.
And oh wow, whoa! I mean, look at this one. You're the trouble solver. You're the trouble solver.
It's almost as if I'm a paladin, and that's what I'm meant to be doing.
But yeah,
Not my fault they don't appreciate it.
Well, a
D
lot of
for
ranting on your way back.
D, the wisp you sent me, I would say you're just regular. Yeah, it's just a regular thing at the moment. You don't
Okay,
have any
good.
nature. You're just a bit burned out.
Yeah. She needs to
So,
rest right away.
Jurnis and Tahu, Agraz, and who else is staying?
It was just us. Jurnis
Okay.
was just basically going to touch base with Sister Dort and make sure she was okay.
Right. Where is the dog going? Is the dog going with Skullface?
Don't split the party.
Don't you know?
It's already split.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay. Alright then. So after about a minute or two, when Icrius leaves, the door opens again, and the Minotaur woman is standing by the door. You would be Jurnis Springsinger, yes?
I am, yes. I'm glad you remember me. You will, my friend.
The Minotaur, you've never met this person before.
I'm pretty sure we have. She was the guard when we first entered.
Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, yeah, I thought that... Yeah, we skipped, yes.
That was way back when.
Yes, okay. Well, thank you to the player who remembered more than the DM. Yes, my name's Venalis. I'm one of the... I suppose the wardens here. We kind of keep to ourselves. You are welcome to enter. Your companions. She points to Graz, who is looking freaked out, and the Kenku Tahu. They need to wait outside.
Will you be alright, Graz?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine out here. I can, we just enjoy the nice fresh air away from building. That'd be great. Okay.
That was very creature.
I'll be back as quick as I can. I'll not leave you out here much long.
Appreciate it.
Tahu, keep an eye on her, yes?
Where?
Would assume that's a yes. Okay.
Quick.
So you follow Venalis into the grey quarter. She closes the door. Again, this building it's been packed full of undead. Walls are still a little bit singed. No one looks like they've permanently expired, but they do. It is pretty unnerving being surrounded by all these walking corpses just staring at you. You do register, though, looks of gratitude and relief. Venalis leads you down a flight of stairs into a basement area, and there you see your companion, Miss Courtesy, basically tightly holding on to Lady Christina Fabrida, a tiefling woman in her, I'd say, early 40s, 50s, undead. Pale skin, sunken eyes, fairly nice, expensive, if shabby fur coat. Next to them is the gnome, the elderly gnome figure, also undead, that you know as Sister Dot. Ah, Miss Jurnis, you are all right? Is that correct? Is everything fine now?
Yes, it would seem, yes. Don't worry, that asbestos paladin fool is gone.
Good. Miss Courtesy lowers a hand from the short sword that she had hidden in the dress.
Don't worry, I'm not going to let him near this place. I
Please
don't trust him.
Hmm. Do you think he had something to do with this?
Honestly, I don't think so. If he had have been, there was no reason for him to stop in the tavern and converse with us. He would have charged on ahead and joined in the glorious cleansing. Jurnis is just going to spit in the corner. No, I don't think he's involved in this, but I also don't trust his motivations.
What exactly are you talking about? A sepsis paladin, says Lady Christina.
Seems he was sent by a queen I can't remember the name of.
Give me a history check. You're a bard, you travel.
History. Huzzah!
Okay, with 13, you do know that one of the mountain kingdoms, basically the center of the continent, one of them, you do know that there's a high goblin population in most of them, but one of them is kind of known for sending out, paladins, knight soldiers into neighboring kingdoms as like envoys and so on. People though kind of tend to mock them because of the insect-like armor nicknamed roaches. And there is one song about a farmer's daughter and a roach, but it's a little bit of a bawdy tune and not really one you've enjoyed singing.
Well, a roach did approach in a gilded coach.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Dave. That is canon. But yeah, you've never actually met one before. So Icrius is the first one you've ever met. To be fair, you know that they're supposed to be diplomats, people who are there to help others. But the whole sepsis thing has kind of distracted you.
For a damn good reason. Yeah, she's basically going to relay that.
Eleanor, my dear. Yes, my lady. This individual, how much of a threat do you think? My lady, if he comes anywhere near you, he dies. Lady Christina gives Miss Courtesy a very warm smile and kisses her on the cheek. Good girl. You notice Courtesy go from pale white to a deep blue. Now, Miss Springsinger, little Diet here has been telling us a little about you. You helped her out with a little problem. Were you able to help me out with my problem? She gives you a very intense look. Oh, it looks confused.
I'm afraid to inform you, Miss Forthright, that your siblings appear to have met with an unfortunate accident.
Oh no! What happened? Tell me!
It seems they were arguing in your sister's workshop and one of her inventions seems to have exploded.
Oh, this is a tragedy. I never got to see them again. Dorrit, for her part, the little gnome, turns and puts a hand on Christina's knee. Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry. This must be very hard for you to lose family like that. Oh, it's fine. Sorry. I mean, Eleanor, if you and Dorrit could, I just need a moment with Jurnis here. But thank you, sister. I appreciate that. And late Chris characters. Miss Courtesy is going to lead Dorrit away down the corridor. As she does, you just see Christina's face turn into this vile, evil grin. Thank you, Miss Springsteen. Thank you so much. You know how to make a woman feel happy.
What can I say? It was a rather unfortunate circumstance.
I know the tragedy of it all. I believe we were discussing a reward for your services in giving me this information.
Well, the main thing was to ensure that Skullface's family is released from their contracts.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said in the past, the only reason I made this contract was so they would not be serving prison time. Technically speaking, I believe most of them would have finished their service by now, so yes, of course, they are free to go. Any who wish to stay, of course, as salaried members of my household, they are more than welcome to. And you, my dear, you are more than welcome to visit. I know that Eleanor mentioned a little bit about what my family is supposed to be about. We are big believers in protecting and aiding those like us, those who have been unfairly maligned because of our birth. Very much to see you there again at some point. I think we have much that we can do for each other.
Perhaps in future, yes. I assume that you'll be making your way to your estate soon.
I think, given what is going on with this city, it will be immediately.
I would advise that, yes.
This is not a safe place at the best of times now. It's insanity. But you have done us a great service, my dear, and for that I am truly in your debt. The favor from me can get you far. Before I let you go, I want to know, what is it that you want? More than anything. Just the two of us.
I'll give you anything you want. Money, men, women.
Men made of money?
Jurnis's back kind of stiffens as she says that, and she just kind of glances over her shoulder. But doesn't really say much in that regard.
Well, it's a personal question, I know, but believe me, darling, you have done me a true service, and I take care of my friends. So thank you. Whenever you need anything, you let me and Eleanor know.
I shall.
At this point, Miss Courtesy, or Eleanor, as Christina names it, comes back with Doris. For the fun of it, give me a perception check.
Sure.
You see nothing. No law for you. Oh yeah. Given the fact that the PM has just noticed what time it is, and unfortunately, instead of a 4-hour playtime, we are now on a 3-hour playtime. Would we want to call it there? Is there anything that you wanted to do before we wrapped up?
There is one last question that Jurnis wanted to ask of Sister Dorrit.
Yes.
Do you believe that everyone is worthy of mercy regardless of what they've done?
The gnome, slightly milky white eyes, scratches her head for a moment and looks up to you. Honestly, I think that it's very difficult to learn from your mistakes when you are dead. And I believe I have a little authority on that matter. There are some people who don't learn and need to be stopped. But you need to be very sure about who is a threat who must be stopped and who is a problem that can be solved. It's very hard to tell the difference sometimes. And there are so many keen to make that decision for themselves.
What of one who kills but regrets every life taken?
Well, look at it this way. Does the person who regrets killing make an attempt to change and to improve? Or do they feel bad, kill again, feel bad, kill again, and never make an attempt to change or to grow?
I honestly can't answer that right now.
Life is long, my dear, and it is full of lessons.
Thank you, sister. I'm glad you're well.
Well, as well as I can be.
Still around. I have a
Yes.
feeling I may seek your guidance again at some point. But I have friends waiting, so farewell.
Farewell, my dear. My door is always open to you. She gives you a bow.
Jurnis will return the bow to both Dort and Elizabeth. Wave to
Elizabeth
courtesy.
gives you a very, very grateful. Again, she returned to the mock crying and thank you.
I love this character.
She's fucking evil. I love her.
She's amazing.
And Jurnis will go and rescue Graz from her impending anxiety attack and go and meet the others at the tavern.
Incidentally, while that was going on, Tahu, you were basically hanging around outside with a kind of fidgety-looking goblin. The smouldering ruins of the bodies of the people you were fighting have eventually been cleared up. Also, this blue hero gnome, who was just sort of like, picking his fingernails and not doing anything because we forgot Golov was there.
Oh yeah, the blueberry.
I'm here too. So is there anything you did?
Things.
Do I remember particularly from the bar or whatever, or from the inn, does the goblin, is he much of a drinker or a smoker?
She is, she is quite the drinker, yeah. You remember towards the end of the night, both her and the tiefling that you were told to keep an eye on were trying to drink each other under the table, almost.
Well, just because I see nerves arising within her, I'll pull out a small flask and hold it out.
Oh,
my trench
cheers,
coat.
mate. Well, thank you. She'll take it gratefully, give you a bit of a salute and take a swig. And she will actually do something similar. She will hand you over a basically, like a gourd, one of those like rounded flasks, and that's going to be red wine.
Ah.
Cheers. Don't think we properly got the name and everything. Was it Jasper said your name was Tahu? Is that correct?
Tahu?
Okay. So, what is your business around here? I mean, are you just, what is it you do?
Can I get
Pull the
butchered?
dart, and if there's any leftover just bodies kind of just dead,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just throw the dart right between the eyes again.
She's okay, that is, yep. She basically holds up the flask again in a salute. She's like, fair enough. You got her respect, and you also got her concern. And with the party split, we have, I'm sure, many things that we wanted to do in the tavern, but it's a 3-hour runtime, unfortunately, my children. So, with that having been said, I think there is one more thing we need to do, Chemise.
Yes, Chemise is walking alongside Icarus. If I heard correctly, Icarus hood out.
Mhm.
She says, "That was a frightful way to enter the city. I wonder, could you stay with me tonight?"
But of course, Miss Chemise, it would be my honor.
Chemise looks down and a little smile creases her lips.
In the back of your head, your friend chuckles to itself. Very good.
I know I'll feel so much better with you. Thank you.
And
My duty, my dear.
oh, poor Icarus.
Oh yes, poor Icarus, poor defenseless Icarus. Oh no.
And with that, I would say that is the session for today. So, play of the game. I would actually personally call Icarus play of the game for diffusing part of the combat, getting at least 2 of those guys to disband.
Absolutely, that was glorious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Had to
Top of
do
the
my
game.
job.
Yeah.
I mean, frick, Icarus is like a paladin and an officiated priest, and these are a bunch of boys in bedrobes.
Yeah.
Bed sheets, rather, but yeah.
These were definitely not official members of your church, at least as far as you're concerned. But then again, you're not from these parts.
If there is a priest in this city, like, that was rallying this ragtag group, then yeah, I'm gonna excommunicate the shit out of him, personally.
Well, there was. He seemed to have fallen down a few flights of stairs.
Yeah, he did.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then landed on a spike. And then blew up for some reason.
Well, remember, he actually showed up at that kangaroo court trial, where, the halfling was, basically trying to shop you guys. Now you know that the Aseptis have their own city not too far from this one. And just for the fun of it...
Who wants to go repay the favour? I've got the pitchforks and the torches. If they want fire, we'll give them fire.
I reckon we should go and have a little talk with our dear friend. Trying to find him in the notes. Matthias.
Yes, you're contacting the criminal communities of Grimscar. Okay, well, you all basically used all your contacts, criminal contacts at this point.
Well, Matthias is the one we left a rather large amount of explosives with.
Oh, you want to get them back? Oh, wow. Oh, jeez.
Let's just say...
I want to make sure that he still has the ones we gave him.
Well, let's just say...
Good point.
Let's just say I'd like to offer Matthias a chance to get back at the bastards who try to blow up Grimscar.
Seems fair. So, questions, comments, theories?
I am just intrigued by who marshaled those folks up.
Yeah, so is Icky.
Because it's never the person who's actually there doing it.
Yeah, it's obviously not the fucking elf. He couldn't orchestrate the whole thing.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
But someone clearly got them all riled up.
Yeah.
and it wasn't just a sepsis; it was the riders. It was
Exactly.
of different groups all at the same time in different
Mhm.
parts of the city.
Yeah, but we
Yep.
know that the riders were practically infiltrated by sepsis extremists.
And beyond that, who was willing to sacrifice that many people to get that fires done? And what was happening when the fires were occurring? It's almost like it could be a distraction.
I'm getting predictable in my old age.
No,
So
no,
that,
you're not getting predictable. It's just that there's the tactics that work,
yeah.
and they always work.
So, going down the list, that is going to be a good night from the dog, who got to pee and toot.
As
a very
one
good
does.
dog. And that's a good night from Kubur. I'm so sorry.
I know.
No worries, man. It's like you said you wrote this like 3 years ago. You could not imagine it. Someone would be like, I want to be those assholes. Good night, everyone.
That's a good night from Cream Tahu, the rogue with 1,000 sharp objects.
Wait.
That's a good night from D, aka Chemise.
Oh, wherever you go, outside, always wear a mask.
Absolutely. It's a good night from Icy, aka Kung Fu Kitty.
Don't kick the dog. Pet the dog.
Correct. That's a good night from Jurnis Spring Singer.
Oh my god, I'm going to hell.
You're already
Darling.
there, my dear.
Darling,
you
that's
born
where
there?
it came from.
Yeah, she literally was born in Avernus.
Yeah, I was.
And finally, a good night from Mr. Rex Greenstride and Letitia and Latoya.
You mean Hazel?
Hazel, I'm sorry. Dude, you name all your weapons. Like, I can remember that.
I think I need a little bit of change.
Night, night, everyone.
Good night.